You're waiting to feel motivated before you start. You think, when I feel ready, when I feel inspired, then I'll do it. But motivation never shows up and you're still waiting. So here's what you're doing. You wake up and check how you feel. Do I feel motivated today? Do I feel like working on my business? If the answer is yes, you work. If it's no, you don't. And most days, the answer is no. So weeks go by, months go by, and you haven't made any progress. Why? Because you're waiting for a feeling that doesn't come. Motivation is like the weather, right? Some days it's sunny, some days it's raining. You can't control it. You can't force it. If you only work on sunny days, you won't build anything. Successful people work regardless of the weather, rain or shine, motivated or not. They show up because they know something you don't. Motivation follows action, not the other way around. You don't get motivated and then start. You start and then get motivated. Think about going to the gym, right? You don't feel like going. You're tired. You'd rather stay home in bed. But you go anyway. You start working out and then 10 minutes in, you feel energized, right? You're glad you came. That's how it works. Action creates motivation and not the other way around. So here's what you need to keep in mind about motivation. Number one, motivation is unreliable, right? It comes and goes. You can't depend on it. Some days you feel it. Most days you won't. If you only work when you feel motivated, you'll work maybe twice a week, right? That's not enough to build anything. You need something stronger than motivation. You need discipline. Discipline makes you show up whether you feel like it or not. That's what separates people who succeed from people who quit. Number two, starting creates momentum. The hardest part is always starting. Once you start, it gets easier. You find your rhythm. Things start to flow, right? But if you wait to feel like starting, you never get past the hard part, right? Think about pushing a car in neutral, right? The hardest part of getting the car moving is the beginning, right? But once you get that momentum going, it gets easier. So just start, even if you don't feel ready, even if it feels forced, right? 5 minutes of forced work beats 0 minutes of waiting for motivation. And usually those 5 minutes turn into an hour because you build momentum, right? Number three, you're training yourself to quit. Every time you skip because you don't feel motivated, you're teaching your brain, we only work when we feel good, right? Your brain learns that lesson. So it keeps waiting for good feelings. But if you work even when you don't feel motivated, your brain learns we work no matter what. And that becomes your new normal. You're training yourself right now, right? To wait or to execute. Which one do you want to be, right? Your mindset is responsible for 95% of your success. Most people ignore this completely. The training I'm doing right now doesn't. It teaches you how to show up without motivation, how to build discipline, and how to take action even when you don't feel like it. Because that's the skill that makes everything else work, right? I'll drop a link in the comments if you want to check it out. And drop a fire emoji if you're done waiting for motivation and ready to just show up. And I'll see you tomorrow. I'm out.